Spencer is here for InsideTrackNews.com at Sauble Speedway post-race for round one of the Sauble vs. Sunset Home and Home Series with our 8th place finisher in late model competition is Prime Time Josh Stade. Josh, you started deep in the field, my friend. You got a lot out of a little tonight. You had a car that didn't really want to work with you, but you made it to the front, and had it not been cut short by rain, I would think you might have had some for the top 5.
Absolutely. We were struggling all night with the car, but Brian and Jeff and Dwayne, they threw a setup at her. We were throwing shocks and springs at her, and we passed 6 cars on the outside in the first 10 laps. It was just hooking up and working well.
Now, anytime I talk to a late model driver here at Sauble, the general consensus is running the outside of Sauble is like having a job. And you were able to make it work tonight, though. I mean, what makes this 17 car hook up on the outside so well at Sauble?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's you hear those other cars on the inside of you and they drop the throttle off and you hold on to another half a car length. But the car always works good on the outside. But the key to working on the outside is you don't burn up your stuff getting around cars. But the thing was it was just driving around cars.
Now, if we were going off of passing points tonight, I think the 17 car might have been the top ranked driver. Where did you start this evening?
I started 16th.
So 16th to 8th in about 38 laps or something like that. This car was hooked up. It looked like you were battling a little bit in the heat races, but once it came to, we'll get out of the rain here. This is how you know it rained at Sauble Speedway. It was pouring in our post-race interview. You made it work late in the going. It wasn't. The car didn't come to you in the heat races. Is what I want to say. How off was it in practice and qualifying?
The short runs, the car was just brutal, but the long runs, the car just came to us. I mean, even in the feature, I don't know if someone got into the back of us or what happened, but we ended up climbing the front stretch wall, like had her right on her side. But it was a little free off the corner after that, but it just started to come to us and come to us. Just the long runs with this car.
I know the season didn't start out the way you were hoping it to. It's easy to beat yourself up when the car's not the way you want it to be, but you guys have persevered through it. You had 4 straight top 5s coming into tonight. You had 2 straight top 3s. We didn't get a complete race tonight. I gotta think you were on your way to a top 5 finish, but testing yourself against the best in the province and coming out with an 8th place finish has got to be a shot in the arm for the 17 team.
Oh, absolutely. I think like you start 16th and you make her up to 8th and you get rain delayed. I mean, or rained right out. We would have been top 5 for sure. I'd like to think so, anyways.
Now we got 2 weeks for you to get this hot rod ready for round number 2 of the Home and Home Series. You've actually sort of put yourself in contention starting a couple of races at Sunset. You're ahead of the curve on guys like Parker and Freiberg and McTier. You've got some races there. You've had some good finishes at Sunset. How confident are you heading into round number 2?
I'm pretty confident. We keep a pretty good notebook of when we traveled there. Last Home and Home we went there, we were running 4th with 2 to go, and I just overdrove the car and I finished 6th. But yeah, we're pumped to go. It's my birthday, so I'd like to hope that would bring some luck to me. So.
I know that. I mean, when you can if Sauble's a motor track, Sunset's very much a momentum track. How do you got to augment your strategy and your driving style to be successful at both facilities?
A lot of times it's going to the place and following who's good. Like Baker's good there, and just seeing what their lines are like. If Baker runs a crate motor, we would run a crate motor, so we like to think his momentum might be pretty similar to ours. So a lot of it's just looking at those experienced guys and learning from them what lines are working, what isn't working for them.
I know it's not possible with a slew of support, and you got a great marketing team that puts this 17 car on the track every Saturday. Thank the folks that make this possible.
Dwayne Stade for sure, Brian McDonald, Jeff Ewell, just to name a few, Brad Weller. These guys put a tremendous amount of work on it. Jordan Waddell, the family, the friends, MEI Paving, Upper Canada Title, APC, Ken's Truck Painting, Uncle Bus Lines, Wix Filters. We just all come together as a team and we get her done.
There you go, folks. Follow them on Twitter at Primetime Stade. You've taken to social media. We're right in the world of Twitter now. We're all over it. Make sure you come out here at Sauble and check them out. Josh, all the best, and we'll check back in with you in the second half of the season.
See you in 2 weeks.
There you go, folks. Josh Stade here.